Hey, Scott Tranter here, host of CNY Kids Talk, where we get the perspective of kids, the way kids think here in the Mohawk Valley, and we get as adults to get to learn their perspective and how they view the world. How are you?
Good.
Would you like to introduce yourself to the audience?
Sure. Alyssa.
Where do you go to school?
Marcy Elementary.
Okay, what grade are you in?
First.
First grade. How old does that make you?
6.
6 years old? Wow, that's cool. So, you ready to have a conversation? All right. Now you gotta smile and have fun though, okay? Okay, good.
You like doing homework? Yes.
Wait. Did you really say you like doing homework? Oh my God, I'm gonna have a heart attack. A kid that really likes doing homework? That is so cool. If you could take any animal in the world, any animal, and shrink it down to the size of a mouse, what animal would you do so you could have it for a pet?
A cheetah.
Why?
A cheetah?
Why a cheetah?
They have spots.
They have spots. You like spots?
And they run fast.
They run really fast, huh? So listen, I gotta ask you about food. What's your favorite food? What do you like to eat?
Mashed potatoes and rice.
Mashed potatoes and rice? And does your mom make that? She makes it
And
good.
green beans.
Green beans? You like green beans? That's good when you eat your vegetables because they're important, for a healthy body. Go ahead and introduce yourself to the audience. Tell them who you are.
Hi, I'm Olivia, and they're gonna ask me some questions.
All right, let's start with how old are you?
7.
7? What grade are you in?
Second.
Second grade? That's cool. Do you like school?
Mm-hmm.
Really? What's your favorite subject?
Writing.
You like to write? Really? What do you write about?
Fairy tales.
So you're going to be an author someday?
Maybe.
Maybe. What do you want to be when you grow up?
A teacher.
You want to teach other kids? Really? What are you going to teach them?
How to do math and reading and writing.
Do you get an allowance for chores?
Not really.
Not really? Okay, if you could get an allowance and you could pick any amount of money you could get for that week, how much allowance would you like to get each week?
Maybe $5.
$5? And what would you do with that $5?
I'd go to my school store and buy toys from there.
Buy toys? You like toys? What's your favorite toy?
My Barbie dolls.
Barbie dolls. If you could do anything to cheer up less fortunate kids than you, okay, that didn't have it as good as we do, what would you do to cheer them up?
I'd draw them a nice picture and give it to them.
That's very nice. That is cool. You're an independent thinker, huh? You don't follow the crowd, do you? You say what's on your mind?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, welcome to Crazy Auto's Empire Diner. That's 100 West Albany Street right here in downtown Herkimer. A lot of times you see TV shows, you wonder if the cook, the chef is there, if he really actually cooks or he actually is in a restaurant. Well, I'm one of the guys that have been there, done that, and is still doing it. Right here, you can come in, you can see me cook. I'm here virtually every day. Here at Crazy Autos, they don't call us crazy for nothing. Everything here is fresh and homemade. As you can see, we fresh slice our tomato. Everything's done fresh to order. Doing actually a BLT right now. This is Michael, also happens to be my son. Hey, all right. Hey, welcome to Crazy Autos. Come on in, give us a try. You won't be disappointed. Brandon, why don't you tell everybody your name?
Brandon Morgan Joseph.
What's your favorite sport?
Football.
Football. Who's your favorite team?
Steelers.
Pittsburgh? And you live in New York? Does that go over good with your mom and dad?
Mm-hmm.
Are they Steeler fans too?
Yeah, all the people, even our family, our whole family.
Your whole family, okay. So, what are you wearing? What's that patch on your lapel there?
Northern Sasquatch Research
Society.
Northern Bigfoot.
Do they call them Bigfoots or Big Feet?
Bigfoot.
Bigfoot.
We don't try to find them. We let the Bigfoot find us.
So you know where to go?
So we just like go in the woods, get lost, and then if we go half a mile, but if the Bigfoot didn't get to us, we wouldn't be able to. We had to go back. On the first search of my life, we have seen the big. We have seen the big print before.
The big prints?
And it's about that big.
Wow. And
yeah, but where the Sasquatch lives, where they came from is Ohio. They started at Ohio, but the first Bigfoot was a female.
Yeah, what's your favorite TV show?
The news channel, because football is on the news channel.
What's your favorite thing going on in the world right now?
Football.
Football. Okay.
Well, I'll tell you what I hate about being a kid.
Okay.
The worst thing about being a kid is going to school.
Hey, school's fun.
No?
You hate going to school.
Well, it wastes your time to play outside.
Hi, I'm Keri Kane from Signature Events, and this is Creative Corner. Today in the corner we have Evan with us, and he's going to help us make a card or something you could easily turn into a gift tag if you were sending a special gift to someone that you love for Christmas. So, do you remember that I showed you this card we were going to make?
Yeah.
Okay. And do you want to make exactly this kind of card, or do you want to make your own card? So here's the beauty of this kind of project. Evan wants to make his own card, which is completely fine because I always want to make things my way too. Had a little bit of my personal flair in them. So what we started with is, first we started with, to make this project, a pre-made card that came from Michael's. So here's the card that I put together already to show you what it looks like. Came with a card and an envelope. This package comes from Michael's. And if I remember correctly, these are $4.99. There's 8 cards in here. I chose those because they all coordinate with this Christmas pack of scrapbooking paper I also got at Michael's. Now, when you go to the craft store to pick up the items that you need, if you don't already have them, you should always use what you have. If you don't have what you need, head on over to Michael's or Joann's or Hobby Lobby, anywhere you go, bring your coupons. Always check for coupons. Look on the sale rack and find something that you like. It doesn't have to be expensive. It can be off the clearance rack. Some of these things are from the clearance rack. It just has to reflect your personal style. Green. That's my boy. Okay. I am going to use blue. Now, the next piece, Evan, is we're going to pick out some scrapbook paper. Now, you'll see here on this card, I took one piece of scrapbook paper and I cut it in sort of the same shape, the rectangle shape of this card, just a little smaller. Yeah. And I put it in the middle to kind of give the card some pizzazz. And then I found a sticker I really liked. Yeah. You can do whatever you want. You can have multiple shapes of paper. You can do some Christmas cutouts, maybe a Christmas tree,
Can
or
I even round the edges?
you can round the edges. Certainly. Do you know what this is?
A paper round?
This isn't a corner rounder, exactly. If you wanted to take a piece of paper like this and round the edges to make it even more unique, you could absolutely do that. First, we have to find the paper. So grab that pack of scrapbook paper over here. And now this pack has 48 sheets of paper. That's a lot of paper. And you'll see the way they come from Michael's is they give you a little sample of what is in this pack. So it's real easy to see what color scheme you're working with, what template. Some of them have cutouts. So here we go. What we're going to do real quick is kind of thumb through here. And you tell me if you see any paper that kind of grabs your eye and coordinates with your green. Okay? And these are my favorite parts of scrapbook packs. Look at these. These are sort of pre-cut templates. So you'll see on the inside of my card, I took a pre-cut template, this one right here, and I cut the square. It was already sized and everything was perfect. I cut it out and I wrote my message to the woman that I'm sending this to, which is Evan's teacher. This is for Mrs. Myers. So I took this little pre-carved note piece, cut it out, glued it to the back of this card, and voila, instant straight lines that you can write a little note on. And if you want a bigger note, you get a bigger piece of paper. If you don't want to do this and you want to handwrite it, you can do that too. But I chose to do that because I wanted to make sure my writing was straight. So you like this, do not open until December 25th. Yeah. This is what you like? Okay. You might want to pick a coordinating piece of paper to make a design on the front. Here's some numbers. Oh, you like this? Okay. All right. So do you think maybe you want to put this on a bigger piece of paper so that it takes up more space? So we're going to cut out this number 25. We're going to trim this up, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, if you take this number 25 and put it on your card, look what happens when you take this 25. It's a little bit small, and you get a lot of this pattern. Now, if you like a lot of this pattern, that's okay. Or we can take another coordinating piece of paper and put it on the front of this card just like this, and then put your 25 in the middle. This is it?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, can I show you one of my tools?
Sure.
Okay. One of my favorite tools to use when I'm working on a project is this cutter from Creative Memories. I've had this for a long time. And here's why I love it. It has an edge right here that cuts a perfectly straight line, because I can't cut a straight line. Can you?
Nope.
No, me neither. And we don't want to put a piece of paper on there that looks crooked and cockeyed, because then your product won't be perfect, right?
Yeah.
Right, and we're not going to send out a non-perfect product, are we? No. Okay.
No way.
So you think this is about the right size?
Yeah.
Okay, so we've dropped the arm on our scrapbook cutter, okay? And now, because this piece is really big, we're just gonna turn it the other way. And we're gonna kind of eyeball where the end of this is. Give that a drop, go ahead. Oh, look at that. All right. Now, here's your paper. Take a look up against your card.
Looks pretty good. Could we trim it down?
Sure we can. So, is that about good? You tell me. You line it up to where you think. Go for it. Okay. Is that about right now? Let's check. You always want to check. Good? Perfect. Now we're going to cut some off the side. Okay, it's a little wide. It's a little bit wide. Go ahead. Hands always away. Boys and girls, when you're using trimmers or scissors or anything with a blade, anything that's adult, even this corner rounder right here, you always want to make sure that your fingers are not where the blade is, okay? And if it's something you can't do or you're having a hard time, please ask a grown-up. They'd be happy to help you, and that way you don't end up at the doctor's office with a boo-boo.
Paper.
Oh, the corner rounder, okay. Yep, put one corner in. Ready? And look what happened. Can you show? Nice round corner. Beautiful. And what are you going to do there? Can you tell the boys and girls at home what you're going to do?
Well, what I'm going to do is take this tape runner and strike it across the back of the paper so the paper sticks to the card.
Perfect. Can you do that for me?
Yep.
Thank you.
Not working.
Why don't we trade?
Okay. This works perfectly.
It does. So you want to put enough tape on there that it holds, right? But not too much tape.
Nope.
Right. Good. Now you've got your tan and white card placed where you would like it in the middle of your green card, right? And now what are you doing? Oh, you're going to take your number 25 and put it right in the middle there, right in the corner. That is beautiful, Evan. Nice job. You're very good at this. Do you have a lot of practice?
Nope.
No. Do you make a lot of cards often?
No.
No. Do not open until December 25th?
Yep.
You've got it. So I'll cut this out for you like I did before.
Okay.
And how are you going to put it to your card?
I'm going to put the tape on the back and that's going to be the label over my number 25.
Excellent. I'm just going to put... Now my idea is to do something a little bit different. I would like to kind of change up my border here. And I'm going to take this tan paper that you used and make a little strip. And I sort of measured it against my card. So it doesn't have to be perfect. And I'm going to place it on the edge right like this. So how's your card working over there?
Good.
Are you done?
No, I have to figure out somewhere to write on the inside.
Okay, so here's the question I have for you.
I'm going to use what I came to earlier.
Okay. Okay. So you cut your square out.
Yep.
Your text square. Your front is all done. This is gorgeous. Do not open this card until December 25th. just in case they don't know what that means.
Yeah.
The number 25 is why?
To tell the day of Christmas, and that's when to open
This card.
The card. Is what I wanted to do is I wanted to put the tape on and put it in this card like this,
Okay.
so I could write on it.
Perfect. Go ahead. Nice job. Do you need any help?
No, I always do like a X with
Perfect.
a plus sign.
Okay. And then you're going to tack it right down. And I have a very special pen for you so that you can address that card to whomever you like. I'm going to write my card out while you do that, okay?
Alright.
Okay. Fair deal?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You done?
Yeah.
What do you need to do on the inside? Do you want to address that card? Oh, you did it kind of crooked. I really like that. Now let's show the boys and girls at home. He doesn't have to be straight on forward. It can be crooked, just like
You can add
this.
your own twist.
You can add your own twist. Look, we've got twist all over this card. This card says Evan.
Yes.
Okay. Now before I let you write your personal message in there, I'm going to show you one last tip, tip rather.
Before you write it, could you tell
From
me?
or with love. What shall we write? Made with love?
From.
Made by?
From.
From. And whoever makes this card can write their name. So that if there was any doubt that this was a homemade card, it's not now, right? And I'm going to write on the back, with love, Mom. Okay? So you write your message. I'm going to give you a little space there, and I'm going to show the boys and girls what I did. So Evan has cards and squares and circles and numbers and all sorts of color all over his card because that's what he likes. I wanted to go a little simpler on this card than I did on this. This card is for somebody really special. So what I did was take 2 little strips of paper that I found in my scrapbook paper, 2 little strips, and I cut them to the size of my card. And then on the inside, I wrote a special message to my love for Christmas Day. And just in case they didn't know who it was from, on the back, I took my same marker. I wrote, with love, from Mom. So this person will know that this card was for me. And the only thing left to do is address my envelope right here to the person that I want to send it to. You could again take any of these scrapbook pieces, any stickers you have. Oh, we have lots of stickers. Lots of stickers that all go with Christmas in this particular pack. I think I'm going to choose White Christmas because in my house, everybody wants a white Christmas. Right?
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to take this sticker
Don't
and place
forget
it.
to add the year.
That's a very good point. So if people keep cards like I do, they'll remember what year that was. And on the outside, it says White Christmas. I'm going to address it to my special Christmas friend and pop it in the mail or put it on top of a present or stick it under their door on Christmas morning. You can do anything you want with it. So your card is all done. Do you mind if I show it? Do not open until December 25th. Just for a second reminder, it's the 25th. On the inside, he has his crooked little, I love that it's crooked. So cute. And it says, Happy Xmas from Evan. So he can address this to whoever he wants if he wants to put another message. He remembered to put the year, which I had forgotten, which is really important. And it's going to be really fun to know what year this card was made in. And on the back, it says, from Evan.
Yeah.
So are you all done?
No, I have to write on my envelope.
Are you sending
now.
yours or giving yours?
I think I'm going to give mine.
Okay, so you would just put one word right there. You don't have to show me if you don't want to. It can be a secret. So Evan, thank you for making this project with me today. On what?
Creative Corner.
Creative Corner. Good job. Thank you so much. And boys and girls, I want to ask you for a special favor. I would love to see what you're doing at home. What are you sending to your nanny and your pop or your aunts and uncles or your friends or your teachers? What are you making for Christmas or for your school, for your friends? Are you giving things to the community? What are you making at home in your craft corner? I want you to send them to me. I want you to go to this web address and send pictures. Take lots of pictures of your projects and send them to Evan and I, and we're gonna look at every single one of them. And the most important thing to do when you're doing a project is to have
Fun.
fun. Have a great day. See you next time. My product is flawless every time.
Their quality and service is second to none.
What has most impressed me about them is their constant yearning to please the customer.
My favorite thing about Master Images is absolutely the customer service.
The main thing is the quality is excellent. I wouldn't go anywhere else.
Hi, my name is Sherri Wolf, and I am a professional groomer. I have been grooming for approximately 11 years. I have a mobile grooming business also called Groom Station, and I have had that for about 6 years. And in May of this year, we just opened up our shop called Groom Station.
I'm Alicia Wolf. I've been a groomer for about a year.
And this is our standard poodle, Ralphie. Ralphie is a 5-year-old standard poodle. I take him to grooming shows and do grooming competitions with him. Now, if you're looking into getting a pet, there are many things that you need to take into consideration. One of the first things is, do you have time to take care of a pet? Do you have the financial means to take care of a pet? Dogs require a lot more time and a lot more attention than a cat would. Cats are pretty self-sufficient for the most part, but obviously they do need quality care. Dogs need attention every day. They need to be let outside, taken for walks, played with. There are also many other animals that don't require quite as much care. There's fish, there's also hamsters, gerbils. There's many pets that you can get. The biggest thing you need to do is do your research to see what that pet needs and to make sure that you're able to provide what that pet needs.
Well, if you're looking into getting a pet from a humane society, they're more likely to be older and already house trained and all that. But if you're going to get one from a breeder, they're probably going to be a puppy, so you're going to have to acclimate it to going outside and using the bathroom instead of being in the house. You're also going to have to get it getting used to like children and all that kind of thing. With a puppy, you will have to start brushing them when they're young, so they're more used to it.
Also, if you get a puppy from a breeder, there are lots of little antics that puppies can do. So that's another thing to consider, is puppies can be quite mischievous. Another bonus to the shelters is many of our shelters are way overloaded with pets. Some of them cannot accept any more in because they have no room. And many times these pets that you get from the Humane Society are so grateful to have a family that is going to take care of them. However, there are also some that need some work and need some help to get over whatever may have happened to them in the past. So there's an upside and downside to both the Humane Society and breeders. There are lots of things that you can do to help your family with your family pet. One of the first things you can do is make sure that they are fed. The other thing, you can make sure that they have fresh water at all times.
You can also help out by brushing the dog if they have a long coat, taking them for a walk, or just letting them outside if you have a fenced-in yard.
Playing with them, teaching them the rules of the house, letting your parents know if you see something that is wrong with your pet. Sometimes parents get busy and they don't notice something that is wrong, but you might. Make sure to tell your parents so your parents can check it out and take your pet to the vet to get it taken care of. There are many different breeds of dogs, and there are many different misconceptions about some of those breeds. 95% of the time, or maybe even more than that, it's not a bad dog, but an owner that does not know how to properly raise that dog and take care of that dog, which is why you really, really need to research each and every breed before you decide on what type of dog would be best for your family. I have no problem with people coming and asking me, okay, this is what our situation is. This is what we would like. What do you recommend? I am a firm believer in educating people. I would rather educate someone so they know what they're looking for and what they should be getting. If you want to bring your pet to us for the first time, our phone number is 315-363-0534. And the information we usually want to know is the type of dog you have and if your dog has been groomed before. Now, if your dog has not been groomed before, that's not necessarily a bad thing. We just would like to know ahead of time whether your dog is comfortable with grooming or if we need to work with them. And we only have the number of pets that we can groom at a time in the salon. We don't have 15, 20 dogs here at a time. We just don't think it's fair to make them sit in kennels and bark all day.
Do you want to have a conversation?
Mm-mm. How do you feel about spiders? I'll pick them right up.
You go, Olivia. You know why? Because she's scared of them.
Whoa.
She gets really terrified of
I'll
spiders.
pick them right up by the leg and throw them out the window.
What's your mom's name?
Karen.
Karen? What does she do?
Nothing but cook.
Is she a good cook?
No.
No?